Testicles, 1, 2.
We live. What's Gucci, my boy?
What's up? And again, welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy, Trebles Garcia. Joining me in the ones and twos is the best co-host in the world, Big Tank. What's cracking, my boy?
Making me blush, my boy, making me blush.
What's going on with you,
What's
man?
good? Shit. Today's Saturday. If y'all don't believe us, I don't really care. It is Saturday. We out here.
Go look it up. Google that shit.
Right, get your facts.
Yup. Well, let's just jump right into it. We got 2 topics today that's going to blow your fucking mind, and hopefully you guys like what's coming up next. But before we get into that, we're going to jump into our best fucking segment in the world called Fact or Fiction. Take it over, my boy.
That's right. Well, today on the world, this is what I got for you guys today. Drones. You've all seen them. Miniature flying objects, people control them, they use them, they record, they do some crazy videos.
They bomb people.
Well, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They do. They have been spotted over the states of Colorado and Nebraska in the USA, running crazy grid military style
Formation
flight patterns. Ooh, yes sir. What do you think is happening?
That is insane.
This is coming to you from a source on CBC.com. Look it up if you don't believe me. This is what's happening. I want to know. To me, not really much out there in Colorado or Nebraska. So what is happening? I don't think it's a bunch of amateur people. I think it's a government planning something,
It can't be amateur people, dude. There's no way that 100 amateur people could get together, even if they are the best pilots in the world, and drive 100 freaking drones at the same time with perfect freaking symmetric military formations. Bullshit.
Exactly. That's why I want to know, why hasn't this been on the news? What is going on? Why are people hiding it?
You said Colorado and Nebraska?
Colorado and Nebraska.
That's pretty weird, man. You know, Colorado is one of those big UFO spots and those conspiracy spots, right? They got one.
Without a doubt.
They got one of the biggest international airports in the northern hemisphere. I think it's the biggest international airport in the United States. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's freaking huge, bro. It's over budgeted by $2 billion. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, if I'm a fly off China, if I'm coming from fucking Japan or Australia, I'm not gonna want to land in the Rockies, bro. I want to land in San Francisco or in fucking San Diego, maybe LA. You know what I mean? New York. I want to hit up those fucking big cultural or urban areas where I'm gonna be able to fucking taste some food and fuck good women. You know?
Exactly.
I'm not saying there's no good women out there in Colorado. I'm just saying it's not that populated.
Oh, no. Love goes all around, eh? No. But we want to know what is going on over there.
If you guys are out there, yeah, man, if you guys are out there and you see something, you guys manage to catch it on film or any images, you gotta send that link straight to us, man, so we could spread out the word.
Tag us, hit that DM button. Stop sliding into women that are illegal and actually do something.
That's right. Yeah, man. Preach.
Honestly, me personally, my official 2 cents on this, something is going on that the government does not want to say. That's
maybe surveillance of some sort.
Practicing. Could this be a new arsenal we're going to use for the next World War?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Perhaps.
Who knows? On to the next one. Haunted houses. Do you believe them or do you not? Well, a study came out on NDTV saying that people are calling in more haunted houses. They're calling the police. They're calling the paranoid researchers. They want to know what's going on.
Paranormal activated, my boy.
My boy. Oh, I'm talking too fast. You are right. Paranormal researchers are being called in. What is happening?
This is insane. I think maybe what's happening is that people are spending more time at home now because of this whole COVID crisis that's pushing them to just realize that there's some shit going on behind their walls, that perhaps their house, they're not the only ones living in it.
Exactly. Unless you live in a house that is brand new and wasn't built over graveyards, mass murder sites, or something that you don't even know about, what exactly is going on in there? Unless you see every single nail boat wood put together plastic setup, you don't know.
That's insane. This is freaking insane, man.
It is, it is.
Have you
Honestly,
ever been? Have you ever been haunted like that? Have you ever had an experience like that that you might be able to share with the listeners?
truthfully, I do, and it's you know what, it's one of those where if you don't believe me, well, fuck you. But I lived through it.
Mm,
It was about 10 years ago. I was living in my room. I was just chilling. I normally fall asleep with a TV,
mm,
TV on, news, whatever it is, whatever's left on, I fall asleep. Well, 3 o'clock, the witching hour, as they say, and that's when everything happens.
hmm
You're not supposed to
hmm
be outside. You're
Nothing
supposed
ever happened. Nothing ever good happens after 2 a.m.
Exactly, exactly. Well, you know what? I started hearing the fan go in slow motion, like if it was dragging or something. That's when
What?
it hit me. I went full paralyzed mode. I couldn't move.
Sleep paralysis. Whoa.
Yes, yes. Trip yourself on that.
Mm.
Honestly, scary as shit. You hear everything else. My eyes weren't open. I can't say they were. I didn't see anything, not gonna lie. But I could hear somebody speaking almost to say per tongues.
This is crazy because I have a couple of friends that I've never gone through this personally, but I have a couple of friends that have gone through this same scenario, and they sometimes they hear some whispers in their ears, or they even see the ghost or the entity leave, elevate and float on top of their body as at is like as at the same time that it's holding their body down. Like they can't
That's
move their fingers,
scary
they
shit.
can't move their eyes, they can't scream, they can't do anything.
Exactly. No, no, no. That's some scary shit. Whoever does go through that, like I said, I never got a chance to see anything. I just heard, and it still freaked the shit out of me. On
This is something that we definitely got to keep an eye on and see how it keeps growing as the time proceeds. You know.
honestly, that's one of the scariest shit. I don't wish that on anybody. But like I said, let us know. Have you been hearing more stuff since COVID started?
Hmm.
Because before, let's get this straight: 9 to 5, pay a little bit of attention to the house, whatever it is. Always have
Mm-hmm.
people there. But now maybe you live alone. Now you don't really have people over because of those quarantine shit. Maybe you're hearing stuff more.
Yeah. Now they're
Maybe
knocking on the door.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you live in a one-story house and you hear footsteps in the attic, and you say, "Oh, it's the neighbors on top." Yeah, right.
If any of these situations are happening to you personally, give us a call. Let us know. We're gonna send the link at the end of this episode so that you could go ahead and drop all your information, and maybe we could even have you on the podcast. So you could share your your experience with us.
Right, right. Let us know. Hey, we here for 2 cents. So my official verdict for this, I think it is happening. I think something is going on. I mean, maybe we weren't just paying attention as we are now.
Yeah,
That's my
man.
official verdict.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm right there with you, my boy. Well,
All right, so
now that
now
we
that we're
got
done
this
with my
all, yeah, now
yeah,
now that we got this all set up together, we got these two perfect point of view opening chatter boxes going on. We're about to jump into the real deep end of the pool. We're about to get that A1 sauce right now.
right,
And
right,
so, man, look, man, I'm gonna bring this question up because I know this has been in the news lately, and a lot of people have this question. They want to get some information on what's really happening around the freaking world, and a lot of people have their own fucking opinion. So, knowing the person that does his research and knows what he's talking about, I want to ask you a question, man. Look, let's give it a good deep view. Give me a good deep view of what you think on the Beirut explosion, bro. What's happening in Lebanon right now? What's happening in that region of the planet?
my 2 cents is something went horribly wrong. I'm not saying 100%, but this isn't your normal explosion. Oh, a couple things went
Fuck no. That
sideways.
was no fucking normal explosion. That was
Oh no, no,
insane.
no, hell no. You talking about highly explosive materials. I understand if it goes up in flames, okay, you know what? An accident happened. But this was a grade A mushroom cloud that went off.
The radius of that explosion was so devastating that it could be compared to the Moad bomb. The Moad is the mother of all bombs. I don't know if you know how Trump dropped that bomb in those airports in the Middle East. Okay, well, but like the radius of that explosion overpassed that bomb. That was no joke.
Exactly.
That cannot be a tiny mistake. That's a huge mistake if it was a mistake, and if it was an attack, from who?
Exactly. You know what? I honestly have to say, I think it was a military experiment that went wrong. Or don't quote me on this, somebody shutting something down that they don't want happening.
Or they don't want to expose. Let's face the fact, Lebanon, their whole economy crashed about 2 weeks ago, which puts them on a limbo. Puts not only their economy. This country does not grow anything. They don't export anything. They import all their foods, all their oil, and they were a wealthy state before, but unfortunately, their leaders didn't do the right moves and caused the whole economy to collapse. And now with this whole COVID shit, now that it's happening too, I mean, there's a lot of things that have been going and cracking down around the earth. I don't know if you noticed also, but as soon as that bomb happened, Massachusetts bomb happened, and then China bomb happened. There was a bunch of explosions during that same week, and in a big coincidence that they were all mysterious.
A domino effect. Domino effect. Something happened that tripped off everything.
Have you heard of the theory of direct energy? Direct energy weapons?
No, enlighten me up.
Direct energy is basically a beam. They shoot a beam from space or from the earth, and they evaporate. Kind of like what happened to the World Trade Center. Like, okay. I don't know if you noticed. You look at these videos. Like, it collapses at a pancake level, right? It collapsed like if somebody put TNT in. It didn't fall over to the side or to the left or anything. It collapsed on itself. But where was all the wreckage? Like, where was all the iron, all the metal, all the concrete? It became dust. It was clouds of dust, and still to this day, there's people suffering of lung cancer because of that dust. So it's like it evaporated. Direct energy is kind of like a weapon that hits you at a high frequency, so hard that your molecular level explodes. It could burst solid, it could burst liquid, it could burst any type of anything that's basically made, any type of matter. Wow. You get what I'm saying? It shakes you, kind of like a real hardcore vibration that just freaking makes you blow. Kind of like when you're singing and you hit like a certain pitch and then the glass shatters. Kind of like that. Direct energy.
Game changer, my
boy. Kind of like that. That's direct. That's a theory. That's not fact. But look it up. Learn something, man.
Damn, crazy. Yeah. You see, there's just so much shit that's happening. Did you see where in a video it shows a missile-like object right before the big explosion go in, like if it detonated the whole cloud?
And it didn't detonate on the ground. It detonated above ground, kind of like a nuclear would blow up.
Exactly. Many explosions were also going on. If you don't want to believe, don't believe me. But many explosions were going on during the whole time it was smoking.
People thought there were fireworks right before the main explosion happened.
Exactly.
There's videos of it out there. There's videos of it out there where there was like a bunch of little tiny explosions that led up to the huge explosion right where the fire, and the fire was all turned red. You know what I mean?
And what?
And yeah, man. And there was after the big explosion too, you could see there's another video where I don't know if the video was altered or not. I see that shit on Instagram, but I'll make sure that's in the link after. But basically what they saw after the big explosion, they saw a series of drones, which you mentioned, by the way, fly out of the smoke and disappear.
Wow.
That is, crazy shit, man. Maybe I'm just reaching too hard to find a solution, but dude, this is all out there. I'm not here to tell you what's really happening. I'm out here telling you what everybody else is saying so that you connect the dots and so that you freaking challenge what your reality is.
People, don't get caught up with any little thing that they throw out you and automatically assume it's real. This happens to you every day. Simple fact. The government has been denying UFOs since the 50s.
Well, technically now the CIA just released, and this is real fact. Today is August 8th. Look it up. 2020. Look it up. The CIA is releasing official UFO sightings in investigations that they have not been ever able to complete. This is real.
Exactly. Don't ever be stuck. There's people that you guys called wrongful people that you guys accused of them being crazy in the head, and look at them now. They
Mm-hmm.
finally gotta say, I told you, fuckers. I told you.
This has been happening since before World War II. Adolf Hitler knew about it. The
Yup.
United States of America knows about it, and we're about to find out.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Honestly, going back to the whole Beirut bombing, I think it's more than meets the eye. I'm gonna have to call this bitch a transformer, straight up.
For real, man. Hey, dude, the chemicals used, or the chemicals that were left in that explosion, were also connected with the explosions in the Massachusetts bombing a couple years ago in the marathon.
You
Have, have,
see?
yeah,
You
so there's a
see?
lot of different other connections. Maybe I'm just, like I said, maybe I'm just reaching in too hard to find out what the truth is, but there's too many connections. Go ahead and connect the dots yourself.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, us here at Paranoid Radio, we're sorry for any loved ones that suffered in this that you can't find. Cause last time I checked, death toll was close to 200 and rising, with thousands of people still missing and
This is
hundreds of thousands injured.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm right there with you. Our hearts, our prayer, and our best of wishes go out to those families in need and the people that suffered through those damages. Um, I want to give also congratulations and mega props to all the health care workers, not only dealing with the COVID crisis in that country, but also helping the people that have been burned, been basically homeless and been attacked in this matter. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, without a doubt,
Hmm.
without a
Hmm.
doubt. We seen videos where people ears were bleeding from the explosion. Just imagine that.
I was
Just
insane, man.
imagine that. It's honestly, whatever is going on, we will get to the bottom of this later, sooner or later. Whether it's released, whether it gets leaked, we will be back with a part two. Don't you worry about that, people.
Exactly. As we move forward onto this 2020 election, we're going to start finding out a lot of more truth and a lot of more things that are happening. Also, not to be scare anybody else out there, but Donald Trump called it an attack. He did not call it an accident. He did not call it anything else but an attack. So I'm not a Trumper. Believe me, I'm not a Trump fan. But if the president is saying something, I mean, don't trust your government, but also keep your eyes out. You can't beat them. You got to join them sometimes.
Exactly. You know what? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Straight up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. Moving on forward, man. Let's try to get this other conversation going on. I gotta drop this bomb on you, and I know this is news. This old news is old, and maybe I shouldn't even be bringing it up because a lot of people are gonna have been affected by it, and maybe a lot of people that are fans of this legend are going to be affected by this conversation. But we have to bring it up again, man, because there's too many questions coming up on it. The Kobe Bryant case.
Wow.
The Kobe Bryant case, my guy.
Well,
The,
we going there. We going there.
we're gonna have to touch base on this, and we're gonna have to hit some facts. The first one I'm gonna drop on you, man. I want you to give me your best opinion on it. The Kobe Bryant case, bro. Okay, this dude, 2 weeks before his accident, helicopter crash. I want to call it suicide. I want to call it, no, let's call it murder. Um, he was suing two giant pharmaceutical companies that have been testing vaccines, currently are testing vaccines for COVID-19. Now, what did he knew? Who took him out and why?
Whoa. Mind
This
blown.
is what's going in my mind. This is my question because there's other deeper shit that is going on.
First of all, you know what? Fun fact. I was actually driving when I heard this.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Sunday afternoon, and it goes out on the radio, Mamba down, Mamba down. In my head, I'm like, you lying. There's some type of internet hoax going on. Whatever. I didn't pay attention to it. I
Right?
go,
You wouldn't think
oh,
this was actually happening
hell
to
no.
one of ours, right?
Hell no. Call me a Kobe lover. Call me an LA Laker fan all day, all day. I did not expect it. I
Mm.
honestly did not expect it until I got to the restaurant where we were heading. all the TVs turned on telling us that Kobe had passed away. I'm like, no fucking way.
This is
And
I think his death is connected to something bigger than just fog in the air. The pilot was an experienced pilot. He knew what he was going to get himself into. There was 8 people in the helicopter when it crashed. His first jersey is number 8. He was supposedly he was a 32nd degree Mason. If you add number 24, which is his second jersey with his first jersey, that's number 8, you get the number 32. So it's very numerical. And he was a 32nd degree Freemason. I think this goes into some secret society shit where he did not play ball and they took him out cold, basically showing their power. You know, you're not gonna be a puppet. You're not gonna let us puppeteer you. Then we're going to take you out, and we're taking your daughter with us.
they cut his strings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they did. Honestly, all this thing, people just said they started blaming it on the pilot that he didn't know what he did. Whatever it was, I think not. I think, like you said, pharmaceutical companies are some of the biggest companies,
The
richest,
biggest, the
wealthiest,
biggest in the fucking world.
all day, all day.
The
And
biggest
you
in the
know
fucking
what?
world. Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, I think this leads, like how you said, this leads into some secret society. Something went wrong for him.
There was something going on with this whole COVID situation. Another thing too, the week that he was murdered, I want to say again, murdered. There was the very first airplane with American citizens was brought over from China and landed in Riverside in San Bernardino, I believe. The very first week, that same week that it landed here, nobody spoke about it. Nobody spoke about all these COVID infected people that came in that week while he was dead. Why? Because everybody was distracted with his death. And then you bring all this information over, dude. Like LeBron James beat his first. No. LeBron James beat him at his overall score from number 3 to number 2, I believe, or number 4 to number 3. And then the next day, the day after he beats his record, Kobe dies.
Exactly. Something was happening.
There was too many connections to his death at this point, bro. Too many things that you go like, what's going on? Why is this happening? I gotta question it. You gotta question your reality, bro. Pharmaceutical companies are everywhere, dude. they're gonna sell you the condom and then they're going to sell you the casket. They got you coming and going, bro, at the same time.
Exactly.
This is exactly what's happening with the COVID-19 situation. Bill Gates gets off of fucking the Microsoft world and goes into fucking vaccines. Fucking Bill Gates owns the freaking patent to COVID-19. This guy is now working on fucking vaccines for humankind to protect you from a fucking virus when he couldn't even fucking protect you from viruses for fucking Microsoft, dog. You know what I mean? And then he created Microsoft. He didn't create a human being. He created Microsoft, and he didn't have the fucking power to block it from any fucking viruses infecting it. So that just puts you on a level where you have to fucking challenge everything you see, dude. The wrong people are in charge, and they will do anything to keep their power and to get you out of the way if you're going to expose anything. And I think that's exactly what happened with Kobe. He was going to expose something. He was going to beat them in this lawsuit and literally show the world that there was something else going on. He didn't want to play ball anymore, basically.
Do you think this is just me brainstorming right now? Do you think Kobe had info on the whole COVID thing that was going on?
Oh yeah. This goes in deep, bro. It goes in deep. There's a lot of satanic ritual shit happening too. I think, look, bro, even the Calabasas, I think where he was found dead was one of the freaking cities in LA, one of the first major cities in LA that held a Mason temple, a Freemason temple. It's fucking crazy, dude. There's a lot of connections to this shit, dude. You just gotta do the research to find results.
Honestly, there's no way this was a technical issue. There's no way this was a pilot issue. Thousands of pilots hit the internet saying the correct protocol to fly during fog. Thousands. This guy was an experienced OG flyer that drove Kobe from a Newport house to
His
staple them.
helicopter wasn't cheap either. His helicopter was a
Oh,
little old, and
hell no.
it was a little old in years. I think it was a 2014 model, but his freaking helicopter was freaking state of the art, bro.
Exactly. He had that thing cherry retrofitted. It might have been, like you said, a little bit older, but there's no way that it was out of standards.
No, man, no,
Come
not
on.
at all, not at all.
Kobe, how
He
much
had
is
the
his
money,
net
man.
worth?
He had the money, bro.
Exactly,
He had the money.
exactly. Exactly.
this 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 whole situation brings a lot of questions again, like I said, and then I really want to send out this invitation to the listeners. When you listen to this and you have any questions or you have some information or you want to share some thoughts, hit us up, man. Give us all that thoughts. Give it like you said, man. You gotta give us those 2 cents. We're gonna take it to the bank and we're gonna
Yup,
put that
yup.
on blast. And if we like your content, we're gonna give you a little invitation on this podcast, and we're gonna have you here for 30 minutes, and you're gonna be able to express yourself, judge free.
Exactly. All day, all day. Honestly, there's more than meets the eye in this bitch. These people running the whole world are doing sleight of hand. They tell you, look at this hand, but hey, don't pay attention to this one because that's when you get fucked in the ass. That's exactly what's happening. And it's the people with the most money. Did you know? Did you know? And this is a fact. Everything that's given to us in our textbooks has been recorded by the winner, not by the correct person or whatever
Oh
the
yeah.
argument
Oh
might have
yeah.
been.
Oh come on, dude. You're gonna hit right up my alley right now, dude. I have a lot of shit to talk about that shit right now, dude. From the Bible, from all the types of Bibles in the fucking world, everything that you listen to, everything that you learn is filtered. The winner gets all the rights. The winner gets to
Yes.
tell the story how they want to tell the
Yes.
story. How that is what you win. That is your richness. Basically, you get to tell the story. Who won? Who did it? Who was a bad guy? Who was a good guy? And the victor keeps all the glory, basically. And they write the books, they write the textbooks, they write how you're going to be thinking, how your culture is going to be, and how they're going to divide you by preferences, by music preferences, by shows, by movies, by styles of dressing, by religion, by government, everything. This is how they keep it divided,
Everything.
and how they keep it divided is how they're always going to conquer you.
Exactly. Exactly. Doesn't matter if what they did was wrong. As long as they won, they have the right to spit it whatever way they want.
Exactly.
It's just crazy. You know what? And that's exactly what's going on. People with the most money, they're the ones that are controlling us. They tell us what to believe, what not to believe. And everybody's listening, just paying attention, observing. I'm telling you, people, wake up. I'm not saying that everything that they tell us is false. I am
Mm-hmm.
definitely not saying that. What I am saying is don't be happy. Do your own research. Do the diligence.
Yeah. Take the time of day to stop being a fucking puppet, basically.
Exactly. Exactly.
Don't get offended, people. I'm telling you. And if you guys get offended, this is not the podcast for you, because this is the truth. I'm part of it. I'm part of it. Dude, today I was out there freaking shopping, doing what everybody else is doing. Why? Because I'm also a puppet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm listening to fucking Lil Wayne and hip hop and shit. This is my lifestyle. I live it like that too. But I stop sometimes. I stop and think, what am I doing wrong? Why can I do this? I'm going to challenge this idea, and I'm gonna get away with what I want to get away with. And this is what we're here for, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. You know what? It wouldn't even surprise me that Kobe was about to change the world.
Yeah.
He was gonna lay down the dirt, expose everything
Well, let's be technical. Let's be technical. Change the world again.
again. Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, man. So believe it or not, we're going to find the answer soon. We are gonna live, or we are already living the aftermath. And who knows? Who knows what he was going to expose? Now, to close on this conversation, my boy, let's jump onto our last part of this episode. The segment I like to call Canon Canon. Now, I know it's a funny little name. I'm still working on it, but basically, what this segment is all about is to break all the drama down and give you a little bit of laughter. Now, I'm gonna shoot you 3 questions. I need you to answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't think about it. Just say it. Are you ready for this shit?
Ready?
All right.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Sniper, one shot, one kill. That's it. Done.
All right, kill shot. Here we go. Donald Trump, gay or straight?
Yay. Cover up.
Barney,
Oh,
pedophile dinosaur or regular dinosaur?
oh, pedophile all day, all
Jeff-
day.
Jeffrey Epstein, life or death?
Dead, dead. They
Death.
got him. He's out.
Fuck
He's
no, I think
honestly,
that
he's
fool's
done.
fucking alive and he's living out there in fucking North Antarctica.
Yup, yup, yup,
I
yup.
think he's alive, man. I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. Good shit, my boy. It was great having you again, dude. Thank you so much for being here. To all our
Love it,
listeners,
love it.
we are setting up very soon. We're gonna set up the Instagram page. You're gonna be able to hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, and email us directly. We're both gonna have the email account. So if I don't answer to you, you better bet that Big Tank is going to answer back, and you're gonna be speaking directly to one of us, not a simulation or an AI computer.
Right.
You could go ahead and reach me at TREBLESGARCIA, Trebles Garcia on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Big Tank. Let them know where they can hit you up at.
Catch me at EKNATIVIX. Once again, EKNITIVIX on all your social media platforms. Let me know. Let us know what you think. How can we make this better for you? What do you want to hear?
We are not going to be asking anybody for any donations, and I'm gonna let you guys know why. Because we're doing this podcast for fun as a hobby. We're not trying to make a buck out of it. But if in the future we get so good that we're fucking awesome, when we have 100,000,000 subscribers, we're going to ask for a couple bucks, obviously, because we have kids, we have families, we gotta feed them. But this is not what we're doing right now. We're not trying to promote a business, and we're just trying to speak and reveal the truth. And if you have some truth you want to reveal to the world, you gotta hit us up. You gotta spread that shit around, bro. And we're gonna give you that platform. We have that potential. You have that potential. We got a fucking collage.
The truth shall set you free.
Definitely.
That easy. Look, all we're doing is we want to get our 2 cents out. We just want to know if you agree or you disagree. We will be having a segment soon where we will invite you. We will have one-on-one debates if you guys want.
Or you could drop also your questions on emails, and we could answer you. Just make sure that you stay on the email if you were able to use your real name or a made up name, and then we'll go ahead and use it. We'll answer all your questions live on the air, and then we'll put it up on the episode for you guys to hear our answers. And then obviously go ahead and drop a comment. Drop also a 5-star review. Be generous. Give us a little critic. Give us what you think about the podcast. Everything is well appreciated, even if it's negative. We're not gonna read yours on the air. We're probably gonna send you offline. We're not even gonna care. But
I'm gonna laugh at it. I mean,
but it's only gonna
No,
make us better. So everything that you bring into us right now, I don't think it's anything. I don't think bad publicity even exists. I think it's all good publicity, and it's gonna make us. It's gonna help us grow.
Exactly. I mean, once again, my people, challenge everything. Know your facts. Know the truth. It's out there. Don't get stuck.
Don't get stuck, man. Don't get stuck. Preach. All right, my guys. We're going to have to catch you next time.
On the next time, my people. Once again, this was Tank, your CTA, your conspiracy theory artist. Till the next time.
Guys, have a good one.